And I went down and I asked the instructors after the academy, after it was all over, the following Monday after we graduated, because I had ordered them a gift a month before that, and I asked them about the award. And I was told right out that we could never let a person come through this academy that's tried as hard as you and not receive something. And I was also told that there was 21 people in the class and 20 people voted for me. So I was pretty proud of that. And afterwards, the person I had the biggest problem with came up to me and told me congratulations, and he knew I could do it the whole time. But I just give everything my effort. I'm not going to give it a little bit or part-time. I'm going to work with everything. I will work with people. To me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter to me if you're rich, if you're poor, what you own, who your parents are. That doesn't matter. Everybody is a person. We all work in this city. We live in the city. We have to pass each other in the city. And I sure in heck am not going to lie to somebody and pass them and hold my head up. I'm not that kind of person. I don't believe in lying to people. And as I told everybody again, and I've stated since day one when I started my campaign, I can't promise I can lower taxes. I'd love to. I pay taxes here. I can't promise that I'll lower the water bill. I'll do what I can. I'll look into it. It not only benefits the people, it benefits myself. It benefits my family. Only promise that I make to the people, and I have since day one, is that I will be 100% honest. And I have been during this entire campaign, even the criticism I've taken. I've been 100% honest. I haven't said one thing that was not the truth. And I don't believe in it. I am not going to lie to get that position. I wouldn't lie to get any job. And I'm not going to lie to get the mayor's job. May 4th, I announced I was going to run. To this day, I have never checked the mayor's salary. I do not know what the mayor makes. That's never been an issue. It hasn't been. And when I'm elected mayor, if I'm elected mayor, my salary, I'll give to my kids to help them better themselves till they get a good start. I retired, I get my retirement, and I'm sure it might be tough at times, but I'll make it. And I don't believe in lying to people, and I believe in treating people with dignity and respect that they deserve. And if somebody calls me, like I stated in the past, if somebody takes the time to call me, or call my office, or want to talk to me, obviously they have a problem or concern. No matter how big or small it may be, it's still their concern. And I am going to return that call or visit those people and see what I can do to help them out. I've been given so much advice during this campaign that you should say this and you should say that, and I constantly get that. I get that every day. And I tell people, thank you for your concern. Some friends, a couple relatives, a lot of politicians, you better start saying this, you better say that. I have to be my own person, and I have to say what I feel. I can't say what somebody else wants me to say. I can't tell you something, and then 2 weeks from now you ask me, and me say, well, what did I say? I have went to every endorsement and every interview, and I have never carried a piece of paper with me, because I don't have to recall what I said. I know what I said, I know what I stand for, I know what I believe in. I don't have to write something down and say, what did I say at this last meeting? Or when they asked me this question, how did I answer it? I know how I answered it, and I'm going to be honest with the people.
Let's get some other questions here.
First thing, what would be the first thing that you would want to tackle if you were elected? I know there's, you said there's a lot of different problems in the city. What would be your top priority?
My top priority, like I said, I'd like to look into taxes. I'd like to look into the water and sewer bills. But my top priority is, like I said at my very first interview, would be the building inspector's office. I said that from day one, and Ms. Miles knows that that is one of my main concerns. I believe that with the deteriorating houses and the abandoned factories, like last night at my meeting, I showed some pictures. I showed a picture of a burnt out house directly across the street from the front doors of an elementary school. Well, that not only detracts from the neighborhood, that's dangerous for the neighborhood. That lowers the value of your property. But it's directly across the street from an elementary school. Kids are curious. Kids are gonna go in there. I would hate to see a kid go in there. I'd hate to see the house catch on fire and one of our professional people, a fireman or policeman, go in there and get killed or hurt because they're called there. A factory we have that's 2 blocks from the school. When I was a policeman, we had calls there constantly. The kids were in there. And they would tell us, we were told on the radio, don't go in there. Chase the kids out, but don't go in there. If you have to go in there, bring somebody with you. The floors have holes in them. You could fall 3, 4 floors on the cement. Well, I always, that's one thing I didn't listen, because I went in. I figured you gotta check. You just go slow and be careful, have somebody, but you have to check for them. Well, those are dangers. Those have to be taken care of. I mean, we want to bring business and people to the city. I don't think there's anything worse than driving through a city and seeing something boarded up. I mean, Main Street, Niagara Falls. In the 50s, it was the honeymoon capital of the world, and 3/4 of it is boarded up. How are you going to get somebody to come there and say, yes, I want to buy this building and put a store here? I mean, you have to make the city attractive, and you have to clean it up. In the building inspection department, I believe we have to look into that.
What do you mean by look into? You say you want to look into building inspection, look into the taxes, look into the water bills. You must have a clearer idea beyond just looking at these
Oh,
things.
yeah,
Don't you think they've been looked at enough already?
Absolutely, Joyce, but there's a lot of wasted money in the city. There's a lot of made-up jobs that could save tax money. I mean, we could look into, now, the sewer and water bill. $702,000 wasn't paid in 2006. Okay, when you don't pay your sewer and water bill, it goes onto your taxes. Okay, and they charge the interest. And usually a year or 2, the city ends up foreclosing on the house, taking the house. Well, when they sell that house at a tax sale, where does the money go? It goes into the general fund. But did they take any of that money out that was owed for the sewer and water bill? So now it doesn't go to the sewer or water fund, it goes to the general fund. Now you still have this $702,000 deficit in the water department. Well, obviously sewer and water bills have to go up because of the deficit. I mean, looking into the out-of-town landlords, our last tax sale, how many Canadian people bought houses in this city? I mean, I don't have anything, anybody can buy any property any place they want. But I think there should be something drawn up that you have so much time to fix it up, you have so much time to bring it up to code, or the city can take it back from you, and you lose your money.